What's up, guys? Welcome back to Half Man Half Tech. My name is Ben, your host. So finally, when it comes to watchOS 8.4, I'll be happy to let you know that we finally have the first point update, and that brings us to watchOS 8.4.1. Sometimes we do get a 0.2 update, and this is the first of that. So if you go into your settings and go to your software update, if you have a supported device that supports watchOS 8, you will be able to see the update of watchOS 8.4.1. Now, what's interesting about this update is that it was just released 6 days since the release of watchOS 8.4, the official version. So it seems like there's some bugs and issues that Apple had just to address quickly, and in a matter of 6 days they released this update. And also something else that's interesting that I have to bring to attention is that during the update process, I actually found it a little bit difficult to update. I had to try about 3 or 4 times, and after that my watch was basically able to update. Now this is also as you can see here, the update size that I've got on my Apple Watch Series 6, it comes in at exactly 299 megabytes. And in case you see a smaller update size and you are coming from watchOS 8.4, the reason for this is because I'm coming from watchOS 8.1, so I have almost 300 megabytes, and that's not all that Apple released today. They actually released macOS 12.2, the full installer, and when it comes to iOS 15.3.1, it seems like today we are definitely not going to be getting that update. It could be coming sometime later this week or perhaps next week. Now let's quickly finish updating our device, and then we'll see what's new when it comes to watchOS 8.4.1. So this is my Apple Watch Series 6 that you are seeing here. It's already been updated, and if we go into settings and then go to general and then go to the about this watch section, you can see that we have the version which is 8.4.1, and the build number is 19S550. So you can see that the version has been updated, and also the version that we had before was 19S546, so the 4 has been incremented to make a full number, which is the next 5 that we have here. So that's as much as the build number. Now in terms of what's new with this update when it comes to watchOS 8.4.1, the first new change that I would like to bring to attention has to do with the update in itself. So this update skips the oldest supported device that supports watchOS 8, which is the Apple Watch Series 3. So if you have an Apple Watch Series 3 and you try to update your watch from watchOS 8.4 to like watchOS 8.4.1, you might not see this update, as the release note mentions that it's only available for the Apple Watch Series 4 and newer, irregardless of the Apple Watch Series 3 being able to support watchOS 8. So I don't know why they did that. For some reason it could be related to the ECG issue. So that is the first change that you need to be aware of when you are updating, or if you attempt to update your device. And the second thing that I have to bring to your attention when it comes to watchOS 8.4.1, you might know that with watchOS 8.5 that's still in its beta stages, we got some new emojis, and you can see that I tried sending some to my friend here Tech Hype, and I actually thought that they were going to add support for Unicode 15, standard 14, which was going to bring about 37 new emojis, but you can see here that on watchOS 8.4.1 these emojis have not been added with this update. Now in contrast, let me bring over my other device that has been updated, and then I'll show you the difference that I'm talking about. So same device, and here let's go into the messages app, and then you will be able to see the new emojis that we have here. So let me go again to the messages app on this one. You can see here how on watchOS 8.4.1 they are not supported. They just show like question marks, and on watchOS 8.5 you can really see the new emojis that came with iOS and also watchOS 8.5 that adds support for standard 14. So definitely this is not something that they have added, and it's something that you might want to be aware of. Also, initially when Apple released watchOS 8.4 6 days ago, like I mentioned, they basically mentioned that it's here to fix some bugs and issues and security updates, and also some of the fixes were related to charging issues for the newer Apple Watch. However, the release notes of watchOS 8.4 mentioned that some chargers may not work as expected. So you can see that was with watchOS 8.4, but now with watchOS 8.4.1 that we have updated to on our Apple Watch Series 6, it seems like many people have now seen that issue being resolved for them. And comparing with the number of complaints that I've seen so far on my social media handles, it seems like fewer and fewer people are seeing this charging issue when it comes to watchOS 8.4.1. so perhaps if you had an Apple charger or a third-party charger that wasn't working as it's supposed to, you can try it again after you update to watchOS 8.4.1, and most probably your charging issue might be resolved like the many other users here on the internet, and also that have updated to watchOS 8.4.1. And also when Apple releases a second point update like 8.4.1, they usually release some security notes that mention why the update has been released. And you can see here on the Apple security page, if you go all the way down, you see that there is watchOS 8.4.1, which is the update that we have today, and it also mentioned Apple Watch Series 4 and later, so no Apple Watch Series 3. However, watchOS 8.4 was supported from the Series 3 and later, but this 8.4.1 removes the Series 3 and starts from the Series 4. And you can see here it mentions that this update has no published CVE entries. CVE entries simply means common vulnerabilities and exposures, so like security risks or threats, and it has no mentioned or published CVE. So it seems like it's not for like security updates, it's more of a bug fix update. And another bug or a fix that a number of users have reported to be over on Twitter has to do with the Apple Watch Series 7. So if you are an Apple Watch Series 7 and you basically utilize the fast charging feature that the Apple Watch Series 7 brought, a number of users that have updated to watchOS 8.4.1 have reported that this update actually resolves some of those charging issues where it might have charged a little bit slower than expected. So that has been fixed with this update, at least partially for some users. When it comes to some of the bugs and issues that I would like to bring to our attention when it comes to this watchOS 8.4.1, the first one has to do with the Unity watch face. So as you might know, Apple has released a new Unity watch face, and you can see here on my Apple Watch Series 7, this is how the Unity watch face looks like. It's really, let me unlock my device so that you can see it in action. So it's a really cool watch face that has a message behind it, and if you want to add it to your device, I actually thought that after updating to watchOS 8.4.1 I will be able to select it here or to select it in my watch app on the iPhone, but it seems like Apple hasn't really added this new watch face. And it actually just showed up right there, so you can see new watch face Unity lights, and yeah, now it has been added here. Let's see whether my Apple Watch also updated. So add it here, and it seems like here on the Apple Watch this hasn't been added. I actually just have the world time or world clock and the portrait watch face, but on the iPhone it now shows up with new watch face gallery. So before I couldn't actually add it, so let's go ahead and click Unity lights, and you can see how it looks and how you can sort of customize it. So let's go ahead and say add, and we'll look at our Apple Watch and see whether that changes. Give it a moment. So yeah, it seems like it's not changing on my Apple Watch Series 6. Some other reported issues and bugs that I hear with this update: a number of people have mentioned that when it comes to scrolling up and down, some people are reporting that the watch is highly unstable and you can't control it when it starts scrolling. So that's an issue that you might be on the lookout for. And also, some people are mentioning that when it comes to battery drainage, you might charge your watch like to 100%, and then when you wake up, your watch might be like all the way to about 30%, and some users have reported that it will be all as low as 10% without even using it or using it for sleep tracking. So that's some of the other issue. And the last issue that I would like to bring to our attention has to do with the wallet app, where some users are having issues when it comes to Apple Pay. So that's also a known issue that a number of users have reported with this update. Now, other than that, that's how this update came in for me. In terms of performance, so far I haven't had any hiccups besides my watch face, my Unity Lights watch face not being added. And when it comes to battery, so far you can see that I last charged it to 100% about 1 hour ago, and you can see here that it's on 93%. So I've used about 7% in 1 hour, which is not the greatest. You can see how it's sort of decreasing right there. And when it comes to the battery health, before I updated I was on 92%, and after updating I got to 91%. So I've dropped 1% in terms of my battery health or maximum capacity. Now, other than that, guys, that's how this watchOS 8.4.1 came in for me on my Apple Watch Series 6. Let me know whether you are going to be updating and what else you want me to test out, and I will do so for you as soon as you give me your request. Now, stay safe, and I will definitely see you in the next video. Peace.